Okay, you did 5. Let's try and finish the system. Again, I should be going to bed. I should have already been sleeping. I also feel a little bit bad. I made some artwork for my partner because they were feeling a bit down, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna draw the thing, I'm gonna sketch it, and then I'm gonna render it digitally. I didn't get to the rendering it digitally part. Kinda got distracted with Minecraft, because Minecraft has been a little bit of a fixation as of late, and it's like, but yeah. Sorry, man, it was just like... I also want to say that my partner got me into doing some exercises, and she's just like, go do exercise, and I'm like, okay, I will make time for this. And I don't know anything about exercise, and I should have asked more questions. I think basically, like, the conversation went down that, like, she gave me a list, and then went to bed, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna go do these, and then I did them, and, I don't know why, okay, so, like, if you're gonna do 3 sets of 15 squats, why not just say do 45 squats? Like, I have to assume there's a reason that I would assume there's the presumption of a break in between the sets. And potentially like, oh, I'm going to do 15 squats and then move on to something else. And then go back to the second set of 15 squats or whatever. I don't know how that works. I should look this up, but Jesus Christ, she gave me a list of things, and I proceeded to do some of it. It was like I did it, but I'm feeling the burn. The burn is not leaving. I am extremely sore. And like, this is, the first exercise I've done, like, not ever, but like, in a very long time. She's like, wow, I wasn't expecting you to do all of it. And I didn't do all of it, but like, it's just like, you need to ease yourself into it, and I'm like, oh my god. Yeah, I mean, yeah, maybe that should have been specified. I feel bad. I feel bad because I wouldn't talk to them that way. I wouldn't be like, yeah, Maybe you should have told me not to do exactly what you said. Maybe you should have told me to ease my way into it. That I should just be like that. But yeah, I was just like, oh, I'm really sore. I did the thing. I'm really sore. What's going on? Which I guess is I don't know, a level of trust or something. I don't know. They're great though. I feel like I'm inadvertently must be terrible. Oh my god. Oh my god, could I survive Starfield by just buying things at the vending machines? Who the fuck is restocking these? You know, that's actually probably the better question here, right? But yeah, also, what? You know, does coffee count as a spice? Almost certainly not, but like, I'm just thinking, there has to be gotta be some understanding of, 'cause I know that I've, you know, one thing I really need is spices, and I don't got any. I'm like, I don't even know, like, when you say, hey, I need spices, like, what the fuck does that mean? Where would I even go to find spices? Is there going to be an item called spices, or is there going to be, like, turmeric and cinnamon and garlic and onion and all that stuff? I don't know. But yeah. Oh wow. Just like, okay, so how many credits am I getting back from doing all of this stuff versus how much I'm spending? How much I'm spending, you know, doing the stuff, right? That's my big thought here. And I think, like, I probably, well, that little thing, those 3 credit chips, I probably ended up getting more. So, by the way, am I over encumbered? Oh, I am over encumbered. Okay. Yeah, what was I gonna say? I don't even know. I was gonna say something about Star Citizen. I'm like, you know, right now, I'm just like kind of Star Citizened out, which I know doesn't seem like I could me being Star Citizened out. That's not possible. And it's like, look, I love Star Citizen, and it is a project that I'm just a super big fan of, but at the same time, like, there was a whole thing with cheaters, with, like, you know, people getting hacked, and, like, CIG can't just, like, it's gonna be bad for a little bit, and then CIG is gonna, you know, respond. They can't just respond immediately with every single thing. But yeah, it's a whole thing. There's just a lot of things that CIG is just like, a lot of, like, decisions that just don't make sense. That just don't make sense to me. Like, they had a whole thing talking about, you know, talking about, they had the Insights, or the Star Citizen Live, talking about how you get loot. And they mentioned, oh, well, you know, like, what was it? Oh, well, you know, okay, so the entire point of Wicklow is to have these, you know, you have this new sandbox activity or event or whatever it is, and the whole point is that you get resources from the things, you turn them into Wicklow, and the Wicklow is the way that incentivizes you for playing the thing. And I'm like, I literally, like, I right now I'm like, okay, so they just added, you know, 4.2, they added the Atlas Icti, a cargo loader, but just somebody strapped guns to it, right? And like, that's super cool. I want that, is what I thought during 4.2, and then I looked at the Stormbreaker activity, and I'm like, I mean, it'd be cool, but I don't want to do that. And now I'm like, I don't give a fuck about the Icti. I'm not doing that activity. So, you know, in that sense, they failed. I'm sorry to say. One of these things where, like, with incentives, you have to, like... There's a way to incentivize the thing where it's like... and, like, Wicklow is garbage, and they've never can do Wicklow right. Because, like, there was RNG where, like, you basically just had to do... You know, relatively speaking, you just had to do a regular mercenary mission. And you could do that grind and you could get a ship, but it was going to be RNG. They took the RNG away, and they made, instead of one mission that would give you 15 ships or whatever, they made a special mission for each individual ship, but they added, like, those sort of generic mercenary things with activity rewards. So if you don't want to do the activity, you're not getting ships, which means I don't give a shit about Wicklow anymore. Like, there's literally nothing that could possibly interest me in Wicklow. Like, the only thing that could interest me is if they changed... And, like, look, okay, the thing is, right, and, like, the bullshit part about it is that, like, in order to get, like, the Zeus Clipper, you need to get, like, 50 irradiated Valakar Pearls, you need to fight a giant boss fight. That boss fight drops... My understanding is that it drops 15 pearls. So you have to do it 4 times. You have to do it 4 times in order to get just that one ship. And this isn't a capital ship. I mean, I can understand to some degree, like, this isn't a fighter, it's a, you know, it's smaller than a Millennium Falcon, sort of, you know, vibe. If you're unfamiliar, it's, you know, it's a medium ship. It's a multi-crew ship. It's not bad, but it's like, that grind is not worth it. You can just buy it in-game. You could just buy it in-game, but, like, yeah, it's a whole thing. And then there are some ships that you can't buy in-game, and you have to earn them in-game through Wicklow, and it's like, I'm never going to use this ship, because I don't fucking care enough to actually do this gameplay, because it's just not something I'm interested in. And there's only the one way to get the resources. Or pay an exorbitant amount to players who grind or fucking hack the things out. So, it's a whole thing. Till next time, have a good day. Great day even. Chowskis.